If anyone told you that the man who got that kind of reception from his own club's fans would later become one of their favourite players, would you believe it? Well, it happened to Ousmane Dembele. But how did it happen? Back in 2017, Ousmane Dembele tried everything he could to get out of Dortmund to sign for Barcelona. He even threatened Dortmund to accept the offer. If not, he would not come back. Wow. So, when Barcelona and Dortmund agreed on a £97+ million fee for the then 20-year-old Dembele, you would definitely think you got a dedicated player. And the fans, they were happy that the lad wanted to play for them so desperately. Also, they had just let go of their beloved Neymar, and Dembele was going to be their saviour. To bring even more comparisons to Neymar, Barcelona immediately gave Dembele Neymar's number 11 shirt. Everything was set up for a great relationship with the fans. But not in this story. Suddenly, Ousmane started to live in Dembele's world. He would come late to training, eat the wrong meals, not get enough sleep as directed by the club's physios, travel when not asked to. The list is long. He even started to mock every Barcelona rule under all the coaches he played for, from Ernesto Valverde to Quique Setien and Ronald Koeman. He was a proper diva. But if you think this wasn't enough, wait till you hear this. Dembele was barely fit, and when he wasn't delivering on the pitch. The fans just wanted him out of the club. They had had enough. But it wasn't that easy, because he was giving the coaches big trouble on the training ground. His talent was unmistakable. I mean, his fake shot. Wow. Do you see the techers on that guy? Man, it was going to be such a waste if they let this type of talent go. So, in one last desperate attempt to save the relationship, Barcelona called the young man and his representatives to a meeting to discuss an extension on his contract. But what did Dembele do? He ignored it! No matter how many times he was called, he didn't even respond. That kind of attitude made the club look bad, which infuriated the fans even more. Then the rumours of him going to another club began. Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain, all of them were linked to Dembele's signature. His disloyalty was uncanny. Eventually, the decision was taken at board level to freeze him out of the squad before the 2021-22 season, and the club continue without him. Then suddenly, football history was made. The 2021-22 season was going to start without Lionel Messi in the Barcelona kit. This made Barcelona struggle big time, and on the 28th of October, Barcelona was 9th place in the league. Only 3 victories in the last 10 games, a total disaster. The team was not creating enough chances after Messi's departure, and no matter what the manager Ronald Koeman tried of tactics and formations, it failed, and he was sacked. This is turning into a dark story, isn't it? Well, when all seemed so dark for Barcelona, a saving angel came from the sky. Because just a few days later, the club legend Xavi Hernandez was hired as new manager. He immediately understood what the problem was, and he needed to seek some help, but no one could expect who or where he was going to find it. Maybe you guessed it, Ousmane Dembele. Although the club president said no, Xavi pressed on. He strongly believed Dembele was needed, and he got his will. So on the 27th of February 2022, months after his last game on Camp Nou, Dembele came on as a substitute, and the fans let him know their feelings. Rough crowd. But instead of crumble under pressure, Dembele steps up and shows his game. The whistles and boos changed to applause and cheers. Xavi was right. Fans have not paid attention to me, but in the end, whistles have turned into applause, Xavi said after that game. We have already whistled at him, and that's it. It's over. The news is that the whistles have turned into applause. With Dembele back on the pitch, Barcelona kept climbing up the table. In fact, Dembele's assists pretty much helped save Barcelona's season, as he finished the campaign with 13 of them, the most of any La Liga player in the 2021-2022 campaign, and he played only half of the games. That is special. Slowly, the fans were falling in love with him again. Even when he continued to be a contract rebel, fans loved him and wished for him to stay after seeing what he could do under Xavi. The attention shifted from Dembele to his agent. The man stalled every talk between the club and Dembele and kept negotiating with a number of clubs for Dembele. But in the summer of 2022, the saga is finally over, and Dembele will be a Barcelona player for 2 more years. Barcelona fans are finally excited for the first time since Dembele joined the club in 2017. He is now a proper lad who plays for the club and does what he needs to do to help the club win. It looks like all Ousmane Dembele needed was the right coach. Man, what a story. But you know what else is a good story? This video with the Times' Robert Lewandowski shows why he is the best striker in the world. Don't let it leave the screen. Click it.